Questions?
Great game. The coach, watch or play, I would think. Quality team, quality coach. They play hard, boy. They cut hard. They get after you. And our kids didn't back down. I was proud of them. And I was going to tell. I should have called him out on the news because I know he was talking about we don't like defense before the game and during the game. But I think he found out we're pretty good. We're full and healthy. We're pretty good. So, nice job defensively. I thought we moved the ball. CJ made some big shots. John played. Pinova played. Those three are quality players, and we got help from people around them. And again, that was the first game that we've had all top eight players play. We've been sick and hurt for a while. I think you can see the potential we have. We just got to keep building from here on in. Don't rest. That's not the best game we can play. Best game's the next game, and it will be that way throughout the year.
Thanks, Coach. We will now open it up for questions.
Just knowing what you said there, it's not your best game as of yet, but to see the way your team played defensively and played pretty consistently offensively, how great is it to be able to see that out of all top eight players back out on the floor in such a high-profile game like this?
Well, if you look at the stats, we got the #1 shot blocker in the country. I think that speaks of defense. We got 2 of the top 6 or 5 people in steals. I don't know how many John had tonight, but he had 2 or 3. I know 5, had 5. What more you want, defense, 90 to 80 is the same as 50 to 40. You don't play better defense at 40, and because you give up 80, but you have 90, it's the same. It's 10 points. You're better than 10 points to their offense, and so it doesn't matter. So we get a little bad rap for that. These kids are obviously capable of playing defense. CJ is strong getting to the hole. I think John hit a big 3 right there, kind of sealed it toward the end. They started switching. Pinova took him down and scored on their little guy, and then John brought the big guy out, gave him a little shake, and hit a 3 on him. So, you know what? We'll get better at that. They'll see it on film. They'll start believing in themselves as I believe in them, and I think we keep getting better. It's a good game, but now that one's over. Go on to the next one because the next one's going to be a good game too, and that all the way through the year and see how good we can get.
I know a lot of the focus tonight was on Penn coming back, but also you guys got Darius back. Came in, gave a couple minutes, good energy off the bench. Talk about his performance. I know it wasn't much, but
well, Darius, I'll just throw him in real quick. You could tell he hadn't played in a while, and he's a freshman. But we'll get there. He's athletic as heck, and he's going to get stronger and better all the time. Pinova was probably 90-95%. He still can't quite come off the foot that he's injured. If he's on a one-leg jump, if that's the bad leg he's jumping off of. But I think you see his potential. If he doesn't alter shots, he blocks shots. You don't get anything easy around the rim. I don't know how many rebounds he got. What did he get? 7 rebounds. At one where he dribbled down the floor, took it behind his back. That's 6'10" and a half. Because I watched him jump ball. He's taller than the kid that they have, who's 6'10". So he's 6'10" and a half. Took it around his back, dribbled down, took those long arms, wrapped around, laid it in. So, he's going to keep getting better. He's going to get stronger. He was sick, along with being hurt. He was sick prior to that. Dropped about 20 pounds. He's gotten about 12 of it back, but I'd hang around and watch him. He's worth the price of admission.
Danny, how important was it the way y'all came out as strong as you came out and immediately bam, jumped on it right off the opening tip?
It's always important to get ahead. I don't like to play from behind. We've had to play from behind on a lot of games. We haven't been doing that. I'd like to take credit for the greatest speech of all time preparing them, but it wasn't. So we just did the same thing. And I don't know, what causes that or doesn't cause it. I just trust the kids know that we got a game, not a big game, but a game. I don't care who it is, if it's Middle Tennessee or Florida International or Texas San Antonio. It's a big game. We're playing a big game, and we got to put it on the floor every game. Don't get so high, we beat middle. Don't get so low, we get beat by middle. It's all the same. We're trying to get better as a ball club and make sure we can put it on the floor in late February and give us a chance to get into March.
I think there was about 9 minutes left, and
Knights hit a three to cut it to 58-54. They had a little bit of momentum, and it seemed like that was the time when Penna's basketball awareness sort of took over, and he recognized somebody smaller being on him, and he got to the line 2 or 3 times to extend it back out. The basketball IQ of this team, how much is it building along with the chemistry?
Well, they have 4 years of me. I'm surprised it's as high as it is. But, you know, and that was important for us to do that. Because if they start switching and he can take a little down in there and go over top of him, then it makes it real difficult. And then 3 or 4 plays later, he took him down. John had the biggest kid on him, and he kind of gave him a little shake. John's been trying to get to the rim all the time, and I kept telling him, I said, John, just give him a little shake and pull the jumper. If he really commits on that, then you can go back. You're trying to beat him without him playing your shot. And this time he gave him a little shake, went up, hit a big 3, kind of sealed the game. So if we can start getting that action where Penova can take a switch down in low, John can take the big out front, it's going to be very difficult to guard our offense.
I know it gets lost in translation because the game was in hand at that point, but John hit a couple threes early. But for him to be able to just square a guy up and hit the 3 to seal it at the end, for his confidence going forward, how big is that? He got 3 amped up after that.
Well, I think he had that in him all the time. I think John came into the season thinking he had to prove to everybody he'd get to the rim and that he's quicker and stronger and faster. And you know what? Anytime you come on a mission, you probably gonna mess up because it's better just to play the game what it is. You know, take advantage of what happens and not try to predetermine what's going to happen. And I think he'll watch that tape and I think you'll start seeing a lot more of that. And like I say, if we can get that inside, if you switch, outside, if you switch, it'll be difficult to guard us.
Not so much centered on this game tonight, but what has Wes meant for you thus far this season?
Just a tough little nut, you know. Just gets out there every day, plays hard, family in it. I might as well throw this out. I was going to save it for a good line, but, you know, his dad played at West Virginia. And so now he's down here with us. So, you know, all the West Virginians play down here. So it's West Virginia. And I thought he means a lot to us, and he established us as a quality player from West Virginia. And if you look out there, we got 4 of them, and they can play with a team that's gone deep in or not deep, but 1 game into the NCAA every year, knocking off a top 20 team those 2 years. So Kermit's a heck of a coach, and you know, I'm just glad I can stay in the game with him, and proud that we won in front of our fans.
Did you know when you were recruiting him that he could make an impact right out of the gate like this?
West?
Yeah.
Yeah, I followed him for 2 years. Not really so much as recruiting. I mean, I was recruiting a bunch of them because little George played for the same AAU team. And they had one that went to Liberty, Cuffey, and then they had the boy from Polka, and went to Davidson. But, you know, I thought West really at the end, after started out heavy on Cuffey, and he's a good player, still is, like him. And who's the other one? Frampton, who's a good player, probably do really well. But I started falling more in love with West and George. Thought they had the best potential. West has a body that's ready for Division I, and he's a dog on defense, and he's quick. I watched him guard a little Felton kid that starts for North Carolina. In that game, West, when he was on him, he did a lot to shut him down. So I knew we had a good one. He's not surprising me. A little bit surprising me how well he shoots the 3-ball. Coming in, I heard a couple coaches, when did you learn to shoot 3-ball? I said, you know, sometimes it's just letting them shoot and making them feel good about the shots they're taking. So,
Thanks, Coach.
thank you. The word.